Doug MPA back with another video. So I'm finally going to cover the Bud Light debacle on my channel. I was waiting for some numbers to come out, and now we have them. I found this article. It says Bud Light sales plummet 17% in dollars, 21% in volume, and latest research report says. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that at the beginning of April, Bud Light did a brand ambassadorship deal with Dylan Mulvaney, a popular LGBTQA plus TikToker, and the right wing did not like that at all. So they've been calling for a sales boycott ever since, and now we have the numbers to show how bad Bud Light is suffering because of this. There were platforms saying, oh, it's not that bad. It's not going to last that long. Well, apparently it is, and you can't argue with the numbers. Before I get into this article, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into some of these numbers, okay? Once again, this article saw Bud Light sales plummet 17% in dollars, 21% in volume, and latest research report says. It says Bud Light sales have reportedly taken a staggering dive after the beer brand controversially partnered with trans activist Dylan Mulvaney, leading to fierce criticism and calls for boycotts. Data from Nielsen IQ and Bump Williams Consulting show that Bud Light sales have fallen 17% in dollars and 21% in volume in the past week that ended on April 15th, according to the New York Post. That's reportedly a noticeable increase from the 6% drop in sales dollars and 11% in volume Bud Light endured the week that ended on April 8th, just 7 days away from the launch of the beer's brand partnership with Mulvaney. These numbers are staggering. On April 23rd, report from beer-centric newsletter Insight Express said, according to New York Post report. Right now, there is an extremely difficult scenario for Anheuser-Busch, the Bud Light brand, and for AB distributors. Anheuser-Busch market cap dropped nearly $4 billion after partnering with the activist back in mid-April. Mulvaney's partnership with Bud Light consisted of the social media personality sharing with her nearly 2 million followers that the beer company was celebrating her first anniversary of transitioning genders by creating a beer can with her face on it. It's apparently part of Bud Light's large Pride campaign celebrating everyone's identity. The total value of Anheuser-Busch's shares, which is called its market capitalization, has been on the rise since mid-March, according to Newsweek. But since the backlash over Bud Light's partnership with Mulvaney, that value has dropped from being more than $134 billion to close to $130 billion, a loss of almost $4 billion. And so the lady that got hired for marketing tried to say that Budweiser was a dying brand, and they had to reach out to new audiences, and this was a way to do it. And if you looked at the numbers, that wasn't true. So I don't know what this girl was thinking. I don't know what Anheuser-Busch was thinking hiring that woman. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. And this is going to be a case for business schools and marketing firms to study for years to come. We could definitely bet on that. As Anheuser-Busch's stock price climbed from $60.42 on March 20th to a peak of $66.73 on March 31st before slowly falling to its current price of $64.28 midday on April 12th, according to MarketWatch.com. Nearly a month later, the stock has yet to beat March 31st peak, but it sits closely at $65.69 on April 24th. Investor Place Financials Markets reporter Samuel O'Brien wrote in mid-April that while Anheuser-Busch's stock price was down, anti-woke backlash won't keep this industry leader down for long. Yeah, we'll see about that there, Samuel. Because look on social media, guys. You can see whole strings of people mocking this. People in middle America, pouring Bud Light down the drain, bars reporting that they're not selling any of it. I think this is going to be here for a while. And this is probably the biggest L of 2023 so far. Newsweek also explained at the time that the drop in stock value may just be a result of the normal fluctuation of the stock market. I guarantee you it's not. And the peak in March could be attributed to the company posting revenue growth. Bud Light has made some moves following the backlash and calls for a boycott of its product over the partnership with Mulvaney. Alyssa Heinerscheid, the vice president of marketing for Bud Light, has reportedly taken a leave of absence following the fierce outpouring of backlash her beer brand recently experienced. And so they got rid of her, and then they also got rid of another VP too. And this Alyssa Heinerscheid she was the one. She went on a call and was the one that said that Budweiser's the dying brand. It's full of frat bros, and we need to reach out to a younger audience. Yeah, well, how's that going there, Bud? Says Ad Age, among the first to report on Heinerscheid's leave, says that she will be replaced by Todd Allen for the time being. Allen was reportedly most recently a global vice president for Budweiser. Bud Light has also reportedly hired consultants who have experience within conservative circles of Washington, D.C. to advise the beer brand as to its attempts to move forward. That's why you saw that. If you guys look, you can see Budweiser's latest commercial is that Clydesdale horse, walking down the street in Middle America, and they're trying to celebrate the good old USA. It's too late now, Budweiser. It says conservative backlash toward the partnership has been strong. Country music star and rapper Kid Rock shared a video on Instagram of him shooting multiple cases of Bud Light. Country singer Travis Tritt also announced he would be removing all Anheuser-Busch products from his upcoming tour in an apparent outrage over the brand's partnership with Mulvaney. Fellow country singer John Rich of the duo Big and Rich claimed that no patrons of his downtown Nashville bar would be able to purchase Bud Light anymore. Country singer Brantley Gilbert later joined in when, during a performance in Alabama, a member of his crowd threw a can of Bud Light. He grabbed the can, yelled "F that," and slammed the beer to the ground. Following the outcry, Anheuser-Busch defended the partnership with Mulvaney as one of the many ways the beer company attempts to authentically connect with various demographics of potential customers. The problem is the community that Dylan Mulvaney is a part of is like less than 1% of the population. And so I just don't get it, guys. I don't get it. It says Anheuser-Busch worked with hundreds of influencers across our brands as one of the many ways to authentically connect with audiences across various demographics. From time to time, we produce unique commemorative cans for fans and for brand influencers like Dylan Mulvaney. The commemorative can was a gift to celebrate a personal milestone and is not for sale to the general public. The national desk has reached out to Anheuser-Busch for comment, but have yet to hear back. If a response is received, it will be added to this article. Guys, this boycott is not going away anytime soon. And it's going to be interesting to see at the end of the year where Anheuser-Busch is. Because the majority of Budweiser and Bud Light drinkers are men. Conservative men. Like Bud Light is it's decent beer, but it's not good. Bud Light's one of those, you know what, I just got off work, I want to crack open a beer type beers. And those guys, they're not down with this. So let me know what you think about this in the comments. What can Anheuser-Busch do to regain its image, if they can at all? Like, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.